Over $99,000 for this 2025 QX80. Yeah, they are not cheap, and trust me, they get a lot more expensive than this. We've seen $110,000, $120,000 Infinitis, but guess what? The dealership's actually discounting it, and they're doing it up front, which is what we like to see, when they actually discount it and they're advertising it. But the problem is, you guys know how dealership advertising is, but still, $10,000 off. But is that enough? You're talking about a $100,000 vehicle. Is $10,000 off enough? For most, they're saying no. They want $20,000, $30,000 off. Dealership has to forgo all profit, and the manufacturer has to increase huge rebates in order to sell these vehicles because they're so dang expensive. If you know Infiniti, let's see here. Here's the 102,000 2025 QX80. If you know Infiniti actually redesigned this vehicle, and the price went up dramatically, like big time. And it's kind of crazy because they got rid of the V8s, of course, like every manufacturer, and they're struggling to sell them. I mean, at the end of the day, they have a lot of inventory, and it is basically a used car dealership that sells Infinitis. Used cars drive this dealership big time, and it is kind of crazy because I know a lot of people that work here. I know the owner, and this is honestly, there's one salesperson who's been here over 20 years, but most of them, it's very high turnover, nonstop. Because think about it, you're selling a very low volume sales. You sell it Infiniti, you barely sell any volume. So that's the problem about keeping staff and keeping them coming in. But it's because it's basically a used car dealership that sells Infinitis. That's what they are. But you see $10,000 off the QX80. But Infiniti also has one of the slowest selling vehicles right now, the QX55. So we'll see if we actually see one, but this thing right here is gonna be over $100,000. I'm assuming over $100,000 without the V8 as well. They got rid of it, and they shouldn't have, I think. But hey, some people like this new one better, but we'll see. Let's see, $112,000. You guys see that? 2025 QX80. So the price is insane. Most people understand a $100,000 luxury SUV is going to lose so much money. The depreciation is like no other, especially when you buy in a $100,000 Infiniti. And if you guys know, Infiniti was doing so good in the early 2000s. They were at the top. I mean, the G35, the G37, they were doing really good. But then they kind of went crazy. I mean, now the prices, you compete with every other manufacturer. So it's completely insane. Let's see what we got here. Are these the QX60s? Yeah, these things are expensive as can be too. I mean, we're talking, literally, they're gonna be 60 to 70 grand. And all it is a Pathfinder. It's basically a Pathfinder that costs $70,000. So no wonder these things are probably sitting for quite some time as well. Let's see, yeah, $70,000. Wow, you can't even make this stuff up. 2025 QX60, $69,000. I can only imagine the discount they're giving, but assuming they're only giving $10,000 off on their $100,000 vehicles, it's probably closer to, let's say $7,000 to $8,000 off, but still, is that enough? You're talking about a $70,000 vehicle. Is that really enough? Most are saying no. And then to have the reliability issues of Nissan and Infiniti, it's not necessarily the most reliable vehicle. So there's so many issues going on there. Resale value, total price, not enough discounts. But at least the dealership's not adding additional costs, like addendum stickers. And we've seen all sorts of stuff where they add cost. $64,000, 2025 QX60. But again, at least they're not adding an addendum sticker with thousands of dollars of add-ons and all this stuff, because we've seen it, but it is Infiniti, so can they actually even add it if they wanted to? When it costs this much money to begin with, I think they can't. They know they don't sell that much volume. The only thing they can do is discount as much as they can, which is only showing about a $10,000 discount on their QX80s. So I think you're gonna need to do a little bit more than that, considering that vehicle costs $112,000, believe it or not, and Infiniti costs $112,000. I'll show you that one more time just in case you didn't see it, but I will give them props. At least there's no addendum stickers, there's no add-ons. I don't see any of that stuff. They are discounting, I saw that sticker, but 112 grand, you get 10K off, $102,000. Is that really enough for you to pull the trigger right now? I mean, think about that payment. It's completely insane if you're not paying cash. Completely insane. You're talking $3,000, $2,000 payments on an Infiniti. But let me know what you guys think. Maybe you think it's a great value and they're worth the money. Let me know. Have a great day and stay blessed.